Hi, all. Welcome to Amtrack. Today, I'm going to talk about one of my all time favorite movies and how it connects to me and what I kind of feel about it and what I've learned from that movie. The name of the movie, people who know me probably know that I'm going to do this, but one of the favorite dialogues from this movie that I kind of love just for the intelligence and the truth that this dialogue has in it, made by one of the characters in the movie called Red, who's played by Morgan Freeman. And in his voice, obviously, I don't have the same voice, but it's same shit, different day. So, the movie that I'm gonna talk about today is Shawshank Redemption. So the way this worked is in 1995, I went with my dad I flew from India to Canada with my dad on a business trip. And we had a free day in between and we wanted to kind of go and watch a movie. So we went to the movie theater and there was a sweet lady standing out and we just kind of asked her, which movie would you recommend? And there were two movies that we had to choose from when we went in there. And she said that you could watch Major Pain if you want an okay kind of comedy to watch. But if you want to watch a movie that you're going to remember for your entire life and that would kind of be life changing for you, I would recommend to watch Shawshank Redemption. And when she told us about this movie, we hadn't even heard about it. And I'm talking in 1995, so I didn't have a mobile phone. There was no way that I could kind of Google it on the phone to see what the movie's about or what's the review. We bought the tickets and we just went to watch the movie. And that was by far for me the most life changing or most important decision that I ever took in my life. It's just a movie that it's just standalone the best movie that I've seen, period. Now, on IMDb as of today, for the last almost 2.5 decades, it's been the best movie on IMDb. But before it even featured on IMDb, it was actually in its in its first release, it was an absolute flop of a movie. It just didn't work. The main reason I think the movie didn't work was because of the name. The name is not a name that's kind of easy to tell somebody. Like if I watch Shawshank Redemption, I go and tell somebody, "Hey, I watched this movie, 2 days ago. It was a brilliant movie. The name is," and you just can't. It's not an easy name to remember. And mainly with movies, what I think is obviously there's star value and a good script, a good story, good direction. All that stuff is important, yes. But the main thing that helps marketing the movie, besides the marketing team and how they promote the movie, is word of mouth. So with Shawshank Redemption, I think the main issue was that nobody could kind of create that word of mouth for the movie. So this movie was based on one of my all-time favorite authors, again, Stephen King. His 1982 novel, which this was based on. It was directed by Frank Darabont, and the two main stars in it were Morgan Freeman, who was as Red, and Tim Robinson, who was Andy Dufresne. So, just if you've seen this movie, that's great. If you haven't, you need to watch it. Right now, I'm based in Canada. I wish I was anywhere close to you. I could send you the movie to watch. That's what I did in the last 26 years that I've been watching this movie. I have gifted this movie, a copy of this movie, to so many of my friends, colleagues, people that I've met across my life that watch this movie because this is an absolute masterpiece. So, just to tell you a gist of this movie, this is a movie where Andy Dufresne, the main character, is wrongly sentenced to two life sentences for the murder of his wife and her lover. He's sentenced to Shawshank Redemption, to Shawshank, the jail. And that's why the name of the movie is Shawshank Redemption, because in the end, he manages to escape. So he goes to Shawshank, he makes friends with Red and a few other bunch of guys. There are small stories amongst all of them that are so impactful on your life. There's a scene where he's on the terrace doing some tower work on a building, and uh, he helps one of the guards save some money that he would have otherwise ended up paying as tax. And he asks for some cold beers for his friends to help that staff out. And that is a very gripping scene. Then there was a scene where he plays a French opera music on the record on a very loud sound throughout the jail, and for that he gets punished to go into the hole, which is like a dark place in the prison for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So there are a lot of great scenes in it, but what Andy develops throughout the thing, because by profession he's shown a banker, so he's not the typical guy that would be in a jail or you would see in a jail. Most of the people in Shawshank were people who actually did the crime and were convicted. Not probably such a big crime, but they were meant to be there. But Andy wasn't. He was wrongly accused for this crime. And being a banker, he eventually got into doing the tax returns for all uh, the warden of who's again an interesting character, the warden of Shawshank Redemption, who at the very beginning of the movie, he says another dialogue that I just love. He says, "Have faith in the Lord, your ass belongs to me. Welcome to Shawshank." So that's again one of my favorite dialogues. I'm going to have a small clip where you're going to see all the favorite scenes or dialogues of the movie that I feel that made a huge impact on me. Andrew Dufresne gets into a habit of creating small, very small rock sculptures with a pickaxe, which is like a small hammer kind of a thing. And it takes him 19 years to dig a hole through his cell into the open. So he rolls through 5 yards of shit and comes out clean at the end. This movie is basically, it doesn't stick to any particular kind of theme. Like, you'll have movies that are thrillers, you'll have movies that are comedy, you'll have movies that are drama. But the beauty about Shawshank and why I think it still is on number one on IMDb is because it connects to everybody because of the universal themes that it's used. There is comedy in it. There is it's basically a thriller. There is a lot of suspense in it. There is obviously crime in it. So it has a lot of different themes to it, which I think, and all these themes are kind of universal. So that's what basically helps it connect to individuals and people. So now I'm going to basically show you a few scenes that I personally loved and I thought they were absolutely epic. But before that, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share. Hit on the bell icon so that you can get all the videos that I end up putting up. I have kind of a rough schedule where I'm planning to put one video a week. I'll tell you more about that at the end of the video. But do make sure to best of scenes. The last scene that was there, which I like to call the P scene, where Morgan Freeman, who's Red in the movie, he gets released on parole and goes to on his job in a department store. And every time he has to pee, he has to. He's kind of in that situation where he can't go without asking his boss to pee. And he very nicely puts it, and that's what basically connected to me. I just love that scene the best. So in that, it just shows the level of institutionalization that has happened to Red, that he just can't squeeze even a drop of pee without getting permission or getting an okay. So that's my most favorite scene, or the scene that influenced me the most. In the comments below, let me know which of the scenes that I showed you has influenced you the most. And uh, tell me, what did you like about the movie the most? Just comment out there below. Also, don't forget to share, subscribe, and like my video. Also, make sure to hit the bell icon so that you're notified of the videos as soon as I release them. I usually work from Monday to Friday, so you're only gonna see content from Amtrack over the weekends. I usually shoot a video on Saturday or Sunday. I try to edit it on Sunday. So Sunday, Canada, Eastern Standard Time, late in the night, I'll upload those videos every Sunday. Uh, Thanks a lot for subscribing. See you next week. Next week, I'm not going to give you too many clues, but it's going to be not about a movie this time. It's going to be about music. This is again not a review, but this is more to do with how that thing, that music, that movie, that food, that game, anything that I talk about, how it connected to me, and how it influenced my personal life. So, see you next week, and do stay safe. Thank you very much.